It's not every day that we get to visit a bakery that mills its flour in-house. Today we're at Kneads Bakery in Westport, Connecticut. Daniel, we're so excited to be here at Kneads. I've heard great things. What sets your bakery apart?
So one big thing here that we try to do is highlight seasonality and locality. We work with a local grain co-op called Wild Hive Farm, and we mill all of our own flour in-house.
That's not typical, right?
Not typical at all. I mean, we have a 40-inch New American stone mill that we pretty much grind everything in-house. With that process, everything we do in the bakery is whole wheat and naturally fermented.
Tell me a little bit about the history of the business. This is you and your wife doing this.
My wife and I, yeah. So we worked in the city. My wife was the pastry sous chef at Gramercy Tavern. I worked quite a few stations at Restaurant Daniel. From there, we left to go work in Paris. Upon returning to the US, Brittany really got in depth with the milling. And from there, we opened up Kneads Bakery in September of 2020. This is our New American stone mill. Commercial whole wheat is roller milled. It's meant to crack the bran, to keep the bran coarse, to make it easier to sift, to make white flour. Because the target end goal is always white flour. So actually, whenever they make whole wheat, they make white flour first, and then at the end of production, add some bran back in. I think with that history is what gives everyone this connotation of like, whole wheat is always dense, not very good. And it kind of gives us that bad notation. But whenever you stone mill everything, everything is coming out like fine powder. So like if you open up a bag of whole wheat from the grocery store, it would not be this fine. You would see flakes of bran.
What goes in versus what comes out?
This is what grains essentially look like.
I think that this is one of those things that like everyday people who don't make bread take for granted, that there really is so much that goes into the flour.
The fact that we get to mill it here, it gives us all those variables versus someone going out and buying a bag of bread flour. Because you're stuck to one product, and this is the amount of options and the flexibility that we get in our baking by controlling the milling.
Wow. You know, this is one of those moments when I really wish everyone at home had smell-o-vision, because the aromas coming off these plates is so good.
Yeah, we have a little spread here. So we have our whole wheat croissant, our spelt scone, we have our turkey melt, bacon, egg, and cheese.
Definitely never seen a bacon, egg, and cheese that looks like this before.
Our asparagus sandwich, seacoast mushroom scramble, and a sausage, egg, and cheese.
What? Do you see this? It's a delicious bite. There's a lot going on.
Anything that we can make in-house, we will make in-house. So we do make our own creme fraiche, we make our own sour cream, we make our own yogurt.
And everything is 100% whole wheat flour.
100% whole wheat, whole grain, milled in-house.
Oh my god, just look at like the juiciness of what's happening in this sandwich right here. I have a happy little plate right now.
Westport's very lucky. It was totally worth the trip coming from the city.
Yeah, thanks for coming out. We're always a short train ride, you know?
Yeah, and lots of good reasons to come.